What's up, Hoopers? It's Coach Alex from THINCPRO Basketball with another video, and today we're going to learn how to use the killer crossover. Follow me, let's get started.
Let it amaze me, head to the page. Swearing I'm hearing this chatter that people be talking, I swear. Switching my lanes, living too fast. Forgive them for living this life is a prison, so many get crashed. When I feel like
All right, Hoopers, like you heard in the intro, this is all about the killer crossover. We're gonna go over how to use it, how to set it up, how to use different changes of speed, and of course, how to actually execute the move. All right, now you can use the killer crossover transition, half court, isolation, one-on-one. Whenever you decide you wanna use it, go for it, okay? I've always been one to like the killer crossover when I'm actually coming down full speed at somebody because it's a quick double combination move, all right? Now, with this, you gotta be able to set your defender up. So if this is more towards the isolation situation when you're setting your defender up, all right? So you could just be here, sizing them up, seeing what they're doing. Okay, now you go into it, boom, boom, okay? Now it's different. A lot of people may do a crossover and then in between the legs. I'm one that prefers to go between the legs and then crossover, all right? But we're focusing on the setup right now. Set your defender up. You don't really have a time to set up the defender when you're pushing at them in transition because you're coming full speed. You don't want to slow down. You want to just get by them. But if you're in a one-on-one situation where you have that mismatch, you can pull them out, right? Size them up, and then go into your move. Feel out where they're playing you, how they're playing you, and that's gonna allow you to figure out which way you're gonna be able to go and be successful. All right, so size up your defender, feel them out, set them up, and then execute.
when I feel like I'm dead, not alive. Then I feel right, I bled from my eyes. Maybe your tragedy, call me your majesty, you don't want better.
All right, so the first part of the move, like I said, is between the legs. Okay, so the first part of the moves is you're between the legs, whether you're going to your right hand or to your left, okay? Well, here's the thing. If you start the ball in your left hand, you're gonna end up going back to your left side. Same thing if you start the ball in your right hand, you're gonna end up going back to your right, okay? Now, there's a couple ways that you can do this move using the between the legs. Your between the legs could be slow, so you can go into it like this, right? That could be your between the legs. Or your between the legs can be a little faster where you're here, okay? Where you're actually ready to just attack the defender full speed, head on, right? Again, or I could just go boom to really set you up, to feel you out, how you're playing, and then use the second part of the move. So you have a couple of different ways to use your between the legs, whether it's slow or whether it's fast. It just depends on how you want to attack your defender. That's the beauty of this move. You can go with it with different types of speeds, different types of paces in order to get by the defender, to make it perfection, to make it successful, and to execute it to perfection, okay? So set up your defender by using that between the legs. That's the first part of the move. Whether you use it slow or fast is up to you. Figure it out by seeing how the defender's playing you, where they're playing you, and what you're gonna do, whether you're getting to the rim or to a mid-range pull-up, or even a three-point jumper, wherever you're depending upon starting your move, okay? So figure that out, but the between the legs is the first part of the move. All right, so the second part of the killer crossover is obviously the crossover part. So we just talked about using up between the legs, whether you go slow or whether you go fast, okay? So after you've done that, so I've gone slow on my between the legs, now I'm going to a crossover move, okay? Or if I'm going fast on my between the legs, then I'm here. But the second part of the move is the crossover. So the entire move is a between the legs cross. Between the legs cross, right? Whether you go slow or fast is up to you, okay? But that's what the move will look like, okay? You'll attack your defender, you'll go between the legs, you'll cross it over. And again, like I said, you can use this anytime you're comfortable using it. Transition, where you're pushing the ball full speed, when the defender's on their heels, backpedaling, trying to figure out a way to stop you. Or in the half-court situation where you feel like you have a mismatch, one-on-one, isolation, okay? You just feel like attacking your defender, whether you have the mismatch, you just feel like it's a good time to use the killer crossover, go for it. But the whole move is a between the legs to a crossover in front. Now, when you use this with the crossover, you want to push the ball in front because with this move, you're trying to advance forward. I don't want to go between the legs and then cross back, right? I want to across, and then go in front. Okay, so I want to go between, and then I want to push that ball in front because I'm trying to advance the ball forward and create that advantage. Okay, so use it that way. We don't want to go here and then back and then let the defender reset themselves. We want to attack and put them on their heels. There it is. That's the killer crossover. There it is.
And I'm blacker than Wesley, my flow is amazing. Your flow is just average. I'm feeling established. Go savage.
All right, Hoopers, let's do a couple of drills. All right, so we're gonna work on the first one being a slow to fast. So we talked about the pace that you can use with this move. So we're gonna go with the slow to fast killer crossover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going between the legs to a killer crossover. But the between the legs is gonna be slow, and then I'm gonna be quick and fast with the crossover move. So as I attack here, I'm slow to fast to a pull-up jumper. We're gonna end it with the pull-up jumper to knock down that shot. Okay, so a slow move on the between the legs. So we're slow, rise up, then we're gonna cross over fast to get to our spot. Okay, get the defender off balance with the between the legs slow. Now when we push that ball hard on that crossover, we're getting by him to get to an easy pull-up jumper. This is the first drill. Let's check it out right now in full speed.
No time for the peace, for the least and deceased. It was known in the streets. Darkness is relevant. Look at the president. Maybe it's negligent, maybe it's evident. I just be knowing that people be showing their colors and it's cause their color is black. I just be knowing that people be showing their colors and it's cause their colors is black. Once upon a time we used to sit and ride around about the time when we were shining, say the things that's on our mind. Once upon a time we used to sit and ride around about the time.
All right, Hoopers, let's move on to the next drill where now we're gonna work on the killer crossover at one speed. So we just went slow to fast. Now let's add a little speed to it where we're attacking as if we were in transition and we're coming at the defender in one speed to try to create that advantage as quick as possible so we can get by them and get to the basket. So with this one, act as if your defender's at the three-point line like I have Buddy here set up, okay? And give yourself some space off that line where you can run into it and pick up speed and pick up your pace so we can get by this defender as quick as possible using this great double combination move known as a killer crossover. All right, so I want to come into it fast, boom, cross between, cross in front, get to the hoop and score. So we just worked on slow to fast. Now we're going one speed to get by that defender as quick as possible. Check it out in full speed. All right, Hoopers, well, there's the basics to using the killer crossover. When to use it, how to use it, and why you want to use it. Obviously, to score more points. Now, if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and let us know what you think, and any suggestions that you may have for THINCPRO Basketball. Most importantly, join THINCPRO Basketball and check out our channel where we provide you with professional level training designed to help you translate from in a practice gym to on-court results. That's what we do at THINCPRO Basketball. So make sure you check out all the great content we have for you, designed to help you improve your game and take your game to that next level. So until I see you again next time, hit the gym, hit the court, put the work in, and remember to always keep hooping. I'll see you in the next video.